Man, I got a fun gameplay for you guys today. I think you're really going to enjoy watching this gameplay here in the background. Now, this gameplay, of course, is on the new maps. This is the Descent DLC map pack on the map Berserk, and it came with Hardpoint. We joined late. You can see the score right there. We're getting our butts whooped. We are getting our butts whooped, man. We joined this game late, and you know, every single time that we get this opportunity, when we join as a full team late, usually we know it's going to be a losing fight, you know, something that we come into and we're going to be losing by a lot of points, and we just get all amped up and try to bring it back. Now, there were two other games actually that I wanted to put up here on the channel. They were domination games, and we brought it back and we joined late, and they were great games. However, again, theater mode didn't record it correctly, so I had to just go ahead and not put those up. But this one luckily recorded properly, and I was able to show you guys here. Now, I do start off with the FFAR. It wasn't working for me. I switch over to my AK-47 class. As you can see right here, I'm using that. And these guys just started spamming smokes and, you know, C4s and all their nades. And again, I've made a commentary about this previously. I told you guys the trophy systems, man, are very, very important in this game. Whether you're playing Hardpoint, Domination, even Safeguard, people in this game tend to spam nades, especially when they don't have the gun skill to kind of contest. They will spam nades, concussions, flashbangs, C4s, all that. And, you know, the trophy systems stop that. And you guys will see that here in the gameplay. I've been using the AK for a while. These guys, they were trying hard because they didn't think we were going to come back. Right here in the beginning, you'll see them pretty much trolling us, using melee weapons, throwing C4, throwing smokes, you know, just having a good old time. When the game started getting close, they took out their regular classes, and they definitely tried to step it up and contest us, and then we were able to go ahead and fight back and get the W. So again, I think you guys are really going to enjoy this gameplay in the background, and enjoy it. Welcome to my Call of Duty gaming channel. I am Nessinator. Now, another thing I wanted to cover before I get into my meat and potatoes commentary here about the Descent DLC. No, I'm just kidding, guys. What I wanted to talk to you guys about was the Vesper. Now, the Vesper recently, of course, just caught another nerf, and this patch, of course, brought us some new contracts in the black market, which I'll go over in a later commentary. But this Vesper here, of course, I switched to my little tank class. I got flak jacket on this, tac mask, scavenger, so I can get more trophy systems. And I used to use the Vesper, and I have the Vesper with grip, quick draw, and extended mags. This was my little tank class, man. I could just go ahead and mow through these guys. Now, this gameplay is pre-nerf, okay? This is before they nerfed the Vesper yet again, and I don't think they're ever going to get it right. Now, I have used the Vesper since the patch, and I gotta say, it feels a little bit more wonky when you shoot it, but it still feels, you know, reliable. I think I could still get away with using it, so I'm gonna keep using it until I use it one day and I realize that the kick is just too much. Now, there are things to combat the, you know, flinch and the way it recoils. You can use grip, of course. You can use a BOA sight. There are options to make this gun a little bit easier to handle, and I'm probably just going to do that so I can continue to use it. Again, it's just one of those guns that takes, you know, quite a few attachments to really make it the melt machine that you want it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and look into that. Maybe I can share that with some class loadouts when I give you guys my stats. I'll let you know then. So let's get into the commentary, shall we? I want to talk about the Descent DLC because that's what you guys are watching here in the background, of course, on the map Berserk. And this right here is my favorite map of the Descent DLC map pack, and that's why I'm really, really glad I was able to get this gameplay, because I really enjoy this map. I think this map right here should have came out with the original maps. I love the flow of it. I love the spawn flow. Of course, usually with these DLC map packs, the spawns are a mess. They're all over the place, and I usually have to wait for them to patch it a few times before they get it right. But this one here, it just feels right. Of course, it still feels like some people can spawn all around you at times. This is a small to mid-sized map. It is pretty small. You know, it's kind of an illusion. You think it looks bigger than it is, and you realize it's really not that big. It's probably a little bit bigger than Combine, or around the same size. So it is a small map, close quarters, rushing map, and I really, really enjoy it. I think you guys would too if you are in the, you know, rushers category of COD player. You know, I think you'll enjoy this map. Now, the other one that I really enjoy, of course, is Empire, which is the Raid remake. You know, I think they did really, really good here in Black Ops 3 with all their remakes. Skyjacked, I thought, was pretty good. You know, Verge was a remake as well. And now here with Empire, you know, Empire, which used to be Raid, which was my favorite map in Black Ops 2. Playing it, man, you really feel like that nostalgic feeling of playing Black Ops 2 again. It's not much different. It seems like most of these remakes that they did here in Black Ops 3, the maps just feel a little bit more spread out, a little bit longer, you know, a little bigger, and that's because of the wall running and the exo movements. But overall, they still feel like the same maps, and that's what I really enjoyed. You know, I can run the same routes and have that same feeling, and that's what they did for me here in Black Ops 3, so I really enjoyed Empire. Cryogen, another small to mid-sized map. Now, Cryogen's weird because there's a whole left side of the map that I never ever use. I don't know if you guys know which one I'm talking about, the one opposite of the Cryogen tubes. I usually stick to the Cryogen tubes or the middle, but this map right here, I gotta tell you, it is small. It is pretty small. The spawns flip quite a bit, and again, going back to the spawns being messed up in new DLC maps, I feel like this map suffers from that a little bit. The spawns are all over the place, so they can get a bit hectic on Cryogen. It's still a fun map. I still enjoy playing it, but it's definitely probably not my favorite of the four, or even close to it. Now, the one I really disliked is Rumble. Rumble is the biggest map here in the Descent DLC map pack, and it's a big map, man. It's a big-ass map. It has a lot of space. It's really spread out, long lines of sight. It has a very awkward flow to it, and I'm just not a fan of it. It reminds me of Splash. If you guys got the first Awakening DLC map pack, you know, Splash, I was really hyped about playing that map, and then when I finally got to play it, I realized it was really big, really spread out. You know, it took a while to find people even playing in team playlists, and it just didn't feel like it had good flow. I mean, it was just a really big map, and I think Rumble suffers from that as well. You know, it sucks when Call of Duty makes these maps and they're just too big. You know, I don't know. Maybe they're good for Ground War. If anything, I think they should have Rumble and Splash and all these bigger maps be part of the Ground War playlist. You know, have Ground War have its own, you know, type of map, you know, big old maps. I think that would be really cool, and maybe it'll make people play Ground War more if there's different maps in that playlist. Think about that, right? I mean, that'd be kind of cool. Anyways, guys, so that's my little critique there of the Descent DLC map pack. I really enjoyed it. It's definitely my favorite of the three so far, and I think it's well worth the investment if you guys are looking to play some new maps here in Black Ops 3. Again, thanks for all your views, subscribes, and likes. This is Nessinator, and I appreciate it all. See you guys on the next one, and I'm out.